And I need to debunk this myth that you want to start content creation because you want your life to be easier. That's debatable. I have worked in a corporate space before. I have been miserable. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you are absolutely welcome, and so grateful for the love and the support that you guys showed me on my first video. You completely blew my Instagram, my YouTube with comments and likes and subscriptions. I am absolutely indebted to you for this. I am so grateful. Today's video is nothing like our previous video. On the previous video, we talked about the technical, logical, practical steps that it takes for you to become a successful user-generated content creator, UGC creator. In today's video, it's probably tips that you've not had before, and these are tips that I wish that somebody told me when I first got it started. More specifically, the inner work that you need to do, or the inner work that content creation, or choosing to become a full-time and successful content creator, the inner work that is required from you. So if this sounds like something you would be interested to know more about, grab some water and let's hang out a little bit. Deciding to do content creation full-time will force you to journey inwards. It will force you to check yourself. It will force you to see how many limiting beliefs you had. In fact, before I started, I knew I had some limiting beliefs, but I didn't exactly see the extent of how deep that goes, because even getting ready for this video today, it took a lot of pep talking myself. It took a lot of me actively telling myself that your content is worthy and what you have to say is worthy, and you don't have to sound like the next person, and you don't have to go through the same life experiences as everybody else, and you don't have to look like everybody else and do everything like everybody else. And it's not something that you switch a button on and off whenever you want. It's something that you actively have to keep doing and actively have to remind yourself. So when you're beginning your content creation journey, you have to be ready for the fact that you will have a lot of inner work to do to stop self-sabotaging yourself, and to also catch yourself when you're doing it. It's like when you go in front of a mirror. Some days I do this a lot, and my friend thinks that it's crazy, but sometimes when I go in front of the mirror, I kiss myself and say, you look amazing today. The second thing is the imposter syndrome, especially right now in the Instagram age. Everybody wants to be everybody. There's this socially acceptable notion of what everybody needs to look like and what kind of content is Instagrammable enough and Instagram worthy, as they call it. There's this notion of what that is, and it's very hard to separate the two. It's are you gonna post content that you like? Are you gonna post your raw self and no one will like the picture? Or are you gonna post a socially acceptable content and get 1 million likes? It's a tough choice, but I would go with the latter, because I think if you're authentic and your content is authentic, first of all, not only will you last in the game for so long, but also your content creation journey is definitely gonna be smoother, because you don't have to fake anything. You just show up as yourself every day. The next thing is, you're not going to be perfect at all skill sets overnight. So you want to identify what skill sets that you need to perfect. Like for me, it was the technical part, equipment, camera, lighting, sound. I've shot a few times with my microphone off. You've talked for hours and your microphone was off, and you have to do it again. So you want to make sure that you're gradually practicing all these skill sets. Don't wait until, okay, now I know how to set up sound. Now I know all the right keys and all the right editing tools and editing styles, all the right effects. Don't wait for that. You can gradually perfect these things as you go. I have to be quite frank right now. My setup is just my iPhone, and I luckily got a microphone and this stand. I know a few content creators, and of course I watch a few content creators, and I can promise you that all the content creators didn't start off with all the skills. You have to, if you have any content creator that inspires you, just go back to the video they shot when they were first starting and the kind of videos that they're shooting. at the moment, and you will see a very significant difference. This is to tell you that all the skills, all the perfection, all the polishing, these are things you learn as you go. Don't put yourself in a space where you feel that you can only shoot content. So do not allow that knowledge gap that you feel that you have, the knowledge gap in editing, the knowledge gap in sound, in camera setup, in editing, and filming, or even how comfortable you are in front of the camera to stop you. You just have to do it, and you have to put yourself out there, because that's the only way you practically get started. So the other thing is to not focus on content that did not do well and look at it as failure. This is also content that you can just use as lesson to ensure that you treat your content creator business as a real business, because it is. So when you think about being a content creator, be it full-time or part-time, you have to think about everything, all the logistics that go into starting a business. You want to learn about contracts, about legal processes, taxes. These are conversations we will get into a bit later, and also the financial aspect of it, bookkeeping, all these things. So you have to look at it as, most people don't take content creation as a real business, even when they're talking about it casually. It's like, oh, so you're a content creator, but you really are a business owner. When you start your brand, when you're trying to establish your brand, you are a content creator who is a business owner. So this content creation is a business. So you have to be very thorough with how often you release this content. You have to be quite thorough about how you talk to brands when you're reaching out to them. And you have to take yourself with the same seriousness as you would take any other business. If you're working for a corporate organization, you have to give it the same level of respect by creating a content calendar, the consistency, the clarity. And by doing this, it helps you make your goals crystal clear. If you want to be an online business owner who's a content creator, and there's so many variables of content creation right now. It's the digital age. This is like myriad. There's influencers, there's content creators, there's photographers. You can be anything you want right now. So, or are you trying to be just somebody who posts content for the heck of it? And if a brand reaches out, then great. Right? You can choose whatever you want to be, but however, you have to be quite clear on whatever it is that you want this to be for you. And I need to debunk this myth that you want to start content creation because you want your life to be easier. That's debatable. I have worked in a corporate space before. I have been miserable, not only because of how mind-numbing and robotic the corporate world made me personally, because I know this works some people, but for me it completely numbed my brain down. I was just living for the paycheck. I would say those are the times where I was completely unhappy, but the upside was that I had a guaranteed particular amount of money at the end of every month. There was some sort of comfort in that, but also a bit of a sheepish routine where I could not be creative, where my mind was supposed to think a certain way, my actions were supposed to be a certain way. And for me, that completely killed the creator inside me, and it completely put me in a very extreme survival mode. So, but however, this is not to say that content creation, on the other hand, is easy peasy. Absolutely not. It also requires a serious level of self-discipline, consistency, but also puts you in a very uncomfortable state of mind. But not uncomfortable in a bad way, uncomfortable where you have to be creative all the time with how you make deals, and nothing much is assured. You don't have like an assured amount of money. So everything is dependent on your actions, on your thoughts, and everything that you do trickles back down to you. However, I wouldn't trade it for anything else, to tell you the truth. I think being self-employed, I think taking charge of your own, especially as a woman, taking charge of your own creative journey and being able to achieve that is absolutely priceless. Being able to start, or allowing yourself to start, if you feel like this is exactly where you come to life, that thing that you feel that you come to life when you're doing, just do it. It's definitely not gonna be easy, and it has its own challenges. There's so many gaps that you have to fill while you start. It's starting your own business. You're building up the systems, from finances to technical part of it to the everything. You're building it from scratch. However, I would say the freedom of expression and authenticity that it gives you, I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So guys, I'm not gonna say that, oh my god, content creation is so hard, you just have to. No, it's not. I'm just trying to create a bit of context and perspective for you to know exactly if this is for you or not. Okay, so that's the match I am able to share today. I hope you find this video useful, and thank you so much for supporting me. If you like this video, do check out other videos that I have created, because you would absolutely love those too. Do leave me a like, a comment, and let me know what topics you'd like for me to cover. And I got a few questions about my hair. I will definitely cover that in the next video, or maybe a YouTube short. I love you and good luck.